Paul the Apostle in the book of Romans, just for an example, along with the other epistles, he mentions, and it seems without ceasing, he mentions, I thank my God through Jesus Christ for all of you. Your faith is spoken throughout the whole world, for a witness in whom I'm serving the Spirit, and for the gospel. And without ceasing I make mention of you always in my prayers. It seemed like Paul always had this union of these two. I think of you, I am happy that I know you, and I am just filled with joy over you, and so therefore I pray for you. And it seems to be, as I am thinking of you, I pray for you. I don't know if you noticed that it's just a wonderful idea, a wonderful thought. I'm sure brought a lot of encouragement that as Paul would think of them, he would bring them and pray for them. And I'm sure his prayers for them were that, well, one area it says that their eyes would be open. It was always good prayers. Today you might have noticed I'm wearing a hat. It might be not the best looking hat, but across the top it says 3rd Armored Division. And this is the armored division that I served in the military many, many years ago. And the reason I wore this hat is I started thinking this week that there's men and women who are serving us today. And they're serving us all around the world. They may be stateside or they may be somewhere else in Afghanistan or some other location. But they're serving us. They're serving for our freedoms. And I remember what it was like when I was in the service to go through the holidays without somebody, without my loved one. Maybe it's even a letter that I would get, but there was still that desire that, well, the nice thing was I knew my mom and my dad and my sisters were thinking of me. And I wish I would have been a Christian at that time, and my family would have been a Christian, because then if they were thinking of me, then I knew that they would be praying for me. Hey, we as Christians, will we remember the men and women who are serving us and make it a mental note to remember them, but also pray for them, because they're dispersed for our freedoms. So I implore you, I ask you, as you remember people, pray for them. And let's this week really pray for our men and women that are serving us in the military. This is Pastor Jim, and may you walk in the grace of God as you follow Jesus Christ.